Welcome to Gum Gum Shuffle, a fan One Piece trading card gamecast. Let's see what treasures we can find at our favorite local island.
Alright, so this is round one of my locals. I'm playing red Zoro Rush with the 2k counter stacking, just a ton of 2k counters up against Kaido. So my opponent's playing purple Kaido. We're going to roll off and see how it goes. Apologize for the little bit of shaky camera. I'm going to try a different tripod next week because this one clipped onto the table and it made it shake quite a bit. Also, it's a really bad angle because I can't see where our decks and discard piles are. So we'll see how commentating goes when I can't exactly see the counters, but hopefully it works out. Alright, we're rolling off to see who goes first. I roll a 5 as Zoro, and my opponent rolls a 6 off screen. So I will be going first. With this Zoro deck, I actually like to go second because I want to hit my Zoro at 3 and be able to Dawn up leader Zoro. Alright, got a Nami in hand. We're going to keep putting life out. So yeah, we've got a Nami, we've got an Uta, we've got a Rush. It's a pretty good opening hand. So we'll Dawn up, play our Nami, pass turn, see what our opponent wants to do. Alright, Kaido's going to get 2 Dawn on his first turn. And we'll see. It's got a pretty expensive deck, and it turns out, I believe, that he couldn't play anything this first turn, if I remember right. Alright, yep, that's exactly what happened. So we're going to Dawn up again. We're up to 3. And we'll play an Usopp. We didn't get anything better. I'd like to keep Usopp as a 2k counter, but I don't have much else to do. We'll Dawn him up with Nami, and then we'll put 1 onto Zoro and swing at leader, just in case Kaido wants to play any events. So, alright, he's going to counter to not take damage and pass turn. Kaido's turn 2. He's up to 4 Dawn. He should be able to play something this turn at this point. We do have a Shanks, a Rush Luffy, a Uta, and a Jet Pistol in hand, so we've got at least 2 Rushers, although Shanks is going to be a while before he can come out. Alright, so we've got a Who's Who. I'm going to use the Dawn -1 ability to KO. I think he should KO Nami here. That's probably the right move, but goes for Usopp instead, so that's yeah. I'm okay keeping Nami, so that makes me happy. Alright, swings with Kaido for 5. Yeah, leader. We'll take the damage. I like the card advantage at this point. And ready everybody up. So we're up to 5 Dawn on our turn. Drawing a card. Gonna hold my hand better next time so I can see things. But I do have Rotama in hand, but we had that Rush Luffy from our opening hand, so we're gonna play that. And then we'll Dawn onto Zoro with Nami and swing for 6k at leader. Ah, he's got an event. Okay, Blast Breath. Alright, so makes sense why he didn't want Usopp sitting out there drawing me cards. Seems a little bit fair. Alright, we will swing 7k with Luffy into leader. Just try to put some pressure on early against Kaido, especially if that's going to make them, use their Dawn -1s. We've got the Dawn advantage now, so we want to keep that going. Alright, Kaido is back on turn 3, only at 4 Dawn because of those Dawn -1 events and Who's Who's ability, but did get his stage, so they're going to start ramping up pretty fast here, just like that. So only 1 Dawn open. Kaido's actually active, or set as ready. He hasn't attacked yet. But just a Who's Who and a Kaido on the board. So we've still got pretty good board presence. And with Otama in hand, we can probably keep Luffy and Zoro alive, which is really good. Alright, looks like you remember that Kaido hasn't swung yet. and chooses not to swing. Interesting. I thought he would dawn up and swing at Luffy at least to make me burn a counter, but must be holding that dawn back for something. So we are now up to 7 because we had 5 last time for Luffy. We'll play the second Luffy that we drew off life. So we've got 2 rushed Luffys down and a Zoro. Let's definitely dawn up Zoro twice, so we'll have all 7Ks, and then we'll Nami 1 onto one of those Luffys. So, swinging with Zoro, 7K. Let's see if he's got another blast breath. Nope, gonna take life. It is a trigger. Ooh, okay. This Who's Who will take out Nami. It's about time. Alright, 8K with Luffy. I mean, I think it's either a blast breath or a damage at this point. Oh, nope, just gonna counter from hand. Okay. And then we've got 1 7K with Luffy. I had to verify counters. Discarded a 2 and a 1K instead of 2 2Ks earlier. Okay, yep. And now we're swinging with Luffy one more time. Into another trigger. Wow. That's 2 triggers so far and a stage out of life. So that's a pretty good life setup over there for Perp. Alright, we're going to pass turn. We're up to 6, 7, I believe, for Kaido. And he's going to get 1 more from stage, so up to 8. So he could trash a life at this point. But he probably needs to maintain some amount of resources. 2 life on Kaido's side, 4 left. We've got a Brook in hand now, so we've got a couple 2Ks between Brook, Otama. We've still got our Jet Pistol, our Uta, and our Shanks, so we're pretty well set for the rest of the game. We don't have any rushers that Uta could return to hand, so we really need to find a Zoro or a Rush Sanji or something that she can pop back into our hand, but hopefully we will pretty soon. Alright, looks like my opponent's going to dawn up Who's Who. Both copies of Who's Who. Both of them to 6K. Interesting. So, going to try to take out some Luffys, it looks like. And then 1 on leader as well. So, first one is swinging at... he's exhausting all of them. I think he's going to tell me what order they're attacking in. Alright, so first one's swinging at the first Luffy. We'll use a Brook to keep that alive. Second one, swinging at middle Luffy, throw our Otama away. So we're throwing away 2Ks, but we really want to keep things alive. And he goes at leader with leader. So we draw into another Brook from life. So 1 more 2K to keep us around. Readying up our cards. Draining my hand. Purple's been pretty good at that. So props to the Kaido player. I think I have a little too much hand advantage right now. Just because I've only been playing 1 card a turn to make things work out. But we'll see. Alright, we're going to play an Uta and return a Brook to hand. Just get more body on the board, basically. Play a Brook and dawn up Zoro with those dawn. I think that's the right move. I'd like to keep Brook as a 2K, but I think I might be able to swing big here and just get the last to be life, unless they've got a lot of counters in hand. So Zoro's going in, taking a life. Luffy's going to go in for 8, taking a life, and then Luffy's going to go in for 8. And we do counter out of that one. So we've got 1 more damage to deal next turn. They could throw down a 10-drop Kaido. But I think we still got the game because we got Shanks in hand. So even if they drop the 10-drop Kaido and wipe the board, we're still in pretty good shape. We might take 1 damage from like actual Kaido leader swinging at us, but I think that's okay. We don't mind getting 1 more card in hand in case it's a Rush Zoro or something. I'm guessing it'd be pretty hard to combo out of a Shanks, but we did just give him 2 cards from 2 life last turn, so there's a chance Shanks won't pull it through, but hopefully within a turn or 2 he'd make it. We could also just dawn up Zoro to like 15K, right, and swing, and that'd be basically impossible to combo out of if they play Kaido. Yep, spending all 10. We thought it was coming. Kaido, everybody's dead except Zoro, Kaido, and Kaido leader. So we shall see how things go here. Gonna only 1 back out. Yep. needed to get that one turn earlier, I think. So we've got a Beppo, a Brook, and Shanks in hand. I'm going to draw one more card. And we've got 10. So it's our go. We've got 10 resources. Drew into a rare Sanji, just the 2k Sanji. I think the right move is to play a Shanks and Dawn up Zoro. So he's got a burn out of a 6k and out of an 11k from Shanks. So we'll swing 6k leader. Hopefully, I mean, he'll have to burn at least one combo card there, and then Shanks should be able to finish it with Rush for 11k. GG, that was round 1. It's tighter than it looks, even though I may have 2 life left. They really burned my hand. I did have 4k or 2k counters left, 2 Brooks, a Sanji, a Beppo, and a Jet Pistol. And oh man, a lot of events in my opponent's hand, but didn't have the resources. So we'll try to get round 2 up here shortly. Just a quick debrief on how things went. So we were able to swing pretty hot and heavy early, thanks to Rush Luffy. We didn't get a rush drop on turn 2. We're counting on a Sanji or a Zoro pretty early. My opponent did really good at draining my hand, but with the number of 2Ks we were able to draw from life, we still ended up with 4 2Ks in our hand at the end of the game. And Shanks really sealed the deal there. I mean, I think any rush probably would have been fine, because even if I've dropped Luffy, throwing 4 Dawn onto Luffy and 1 onto Zoro would have probably had the same result. But since 2 of my Luffys were in discard, it was a little tense there. But we had the rush Shanks right from the beginning, so we kind of knew the Kaido was coming. But real good game by my opponent. Drained my hand real hard. It's a real hard matchup, red against purple, I think. I think Kaido had an uphill battle, and they fought pretty well. So GG's to my opponent, and we'll see who we play next round.
Thanks for listening to Gum Gum Shuffle. If you like this content, be sure to like, subscribe, or comment on this video. If you have a local scene or deck you'd like featured on the channel, send the information to gumgumshuffle@gmail.com or fill out the survey in the video description below.